your data. So that's why ELTL is used. Let's talk about the limited storage capacity. So since you are structured data, since you are I'm talking about the conventional technology, is ELTL the approach used in big data instead of ETL? Yes, Ahmad, ELTL approach is used in the big data. So firstly, you extract your data, load your data. So since in big data you don't have, you are not limited to storage of only structured data, you can store your unstructured data also. So you load exactly the raw data, whether that is in XML, that is totally in paragraph, unstructured, semi-structured, structured. You load the data as it is. Then after that you transform it and then again load the process data into your warehouse. Whether your warehouse is on the top of Hadoop, whether your warehouse is on the top of GP or on the top of Oracle, you can do that. So your conventional technology's biggest issue is this limited storage capacity. Say for example, actually in usually analytics practice, it's recommended to have last 2 years data in your repository. But last 2 years data is quite a huge that your repository, if your repository is on the top of Oracle, it's very tough. You can't do that even. So when I was working with TTSL, Tata Teleservices Limited, there we faced one this was the biggest issue that they were having, limited storage capacity. Say for example, I'm having 200 GB of data, suppose that your server can support. Suppose 500 GB of data your server can support, and that is only the last 6 months data they can support. But again and again they were getting the business requirements for the reports that is older than 6 months. So what they need to do, they need to again load the data into their some other servers, ODS prod 2, and they can provide the report. But to load again 1 year's data or 1 month's data or 6 months data from your tapes to again your database is very painful process. I think the database guys can surely understand this, or even the analytics guys can understand this, because they need to wait for that much amount of time, right? So what actually when I visited them, they were our client. When I visited them, what I told them, boss, I'll provide you a mechanism, I'll provide you a technology that is infinitely scalable. I was talking about Hadoop only. So if you want today to store 1 year's data, you can store. Today you want to store 100 GB of data, you can store. Tomorrow 500, the day after tomorrow 1 TB, 100 TB, 1000 TB, 1000 petabytes. It's acceptable. There is no issue. There is no point. How? Since this big data technologies are quite scalable, there is no issue of, say for example, your current requirements. You need the requirements for next 5 years. You need to freeze your infrastructure for that. Currently you are having the requirement of say 1 petabyte, go ahead with 1 petabyte. Tomorrow requirement will go to 100 petabyte. You can scale your system to that. Okay. So this is about the limited storage capacity. Since your system is running on a single machine, it is having surely the processing issue. So there is limited number of computing resources available. One of the biggest limitation is RDMAs don't have any scalability. We can't add more resources on the fly. Where in the big data you can add more resources on the fly. Say for example, currently you are working on 10 systems, you can add more systems into your cluster on the fly. I'll explain you cluster and all the systems just in the next slide. I'm just